So the current state IT assessment. So really conducting a current state IT assessment is a really important step in developing a cloud strategy. So it helps evaluate the organization's current infrastructure, the systems, the processes, the capabilities, to really determine your readiness for cloud adoption. Now, because we're having a bit of a lens or focus on the financial side, we just highlighted really the ones applicable to this. So the first one really being understand the current costs. So what is the total cost of ownership of your current environment? So this is something we do with all our customers to ensure that we have a full understanding of the costs involved. This really helps when planning the future state to help you identify if you're going to be making cost savings, if you need additional investment in certain areas and that kind of thing. Secondly, identifying risks and challenges. So do you still have significant investments in the existing hardware? So as we just talked about in that previous example, or does the hardware need to be sweated out for a period of time? Or is it the opposite? Is everything end of life and you need to accelerate your cloud strategy because you need to meet a deadline of when your hardware is going to expire? And then lastly, so consider the vendor contracts and licensing. So, what are the expiry dates of your software and licenses? Can these be utilized in other environments, or do they need to be replaced? These are all good things really to understand. So when we're working with customers here at CBS, we're seeking to understand these so that we can really plan to avoid these costly mistakes up front wherever possible.
Hey, Andy, I've got a question. You mentioned the TCO as a key thing to do as part of, I guess, from the financial perspective.
Yeah.
How do we go about actually doing? How do you actually explain how about going to go about doing that basically for a customer, with developing that TCO?
Yeah, sure. So generally, if it's a customer of ours that we have, depending on the relationship, so we normally have a TCO template that we normally provide to our customers. If they're a managed customer, what we would do is we fill out as much as we can from what we know. Generally we provide software licensing, hardware, and the like, and we fill in as much as we can. And then really the understanding there is that the business will go off and engage with whoever is managing the budgets to then really complete the rest. And then at that point, once we get the template back, we can then really analyze that to get a full understanding of what those total costs are.